She looked to the judge, but he didn't offer her any hope. The attorney repeated the question. "I asked you why you were living in this establishment, which I take caters to fallen women. Are you a fallen woman, Miss Jones?" "Miss Jones is barely more than a child herself, Your Honour," the prosecution attorney argued back. "I fail to see what this line of questioning will achieve." "It goes toward her credibility, Your Honour," Mr. Parry answered. "My clients are fighting for their lives." "I will allow it," the judge said. "Miss Jones, please answer the question." "Miss Lily gave me a home when I returned to New York," Bella said. "But why go to live with this Lily person? Why didn't you go to your own family?" the defense attorney queried. "I don't have one," she spoke softly. "Speak up, girl. So, you are an orphan too?" The defense made being an orphan sound like a horrible crime. She shrank farther back, almost falling into the chair behind her. "Yes, sir." He looked to the judge and then to the crowd watching before turning his attention back to her. It seemed everyone was waiting to hear what he asked next. "So, why didn't you go to an orphanage?" Mr. Parry's tone suggested that was the smart option. Bella's legs started to shake. She looked around the room in desperation, but nobody came to her aid. She realised on some level they couldn't, but it didn't stop the sweat running down her back. She bit her lip continuously. "Miss Jones?" "I didn't want to be put on the orphan train again," she said finally. "So you admit you were a runaway?" Mr. Parry smiled, but it didn't warm up his eyes. He hesitated before saying loudly, "Perhaps also a criminal?" "I didn't do anything wrong," Bella insisted quietly. "Didn't you? Then why did you end up back in New York? The Orphan Train people found you a place to live, didn't they? A new family." The defense attorney seemed to answer his own question, but when she didn't reply, he looked at her, his eyes piercing hers. Bella nodded. "So why run away?" "They didn't treat me right," she replied, wishing her voice would stop shaking. "They didn't buy you nice clothes, you mean?" Mr. Parry sneered. "No, it wasn't like that. The woman, she beat me all the time," she protested, her voice rising slightly. "Maybe she had just cause to beat you. Children need discipline, just as my clients had to discipline the children in their care." "That wasn't discipline. Nobody needs to be hurt like that," she retorted sharply. "Like what?" Mr. Parry asked. Bella stared at the attorney. She believed he could see right through her, read what was in her head. She couldn't admit to that in public. If she did, she would be ruined forever. But if she didn't, then maybe these terrible men would be set free. She was trapped, and the room seemed to be getting smaller. There was no air. She opened her mouth, but couldn't speak. Her lips and tongue were too dry. She heard a chair scraping back as someone stood. "Your Honour, may I please speak?" Bella recognised Bridget's voice, but it seemed like it was coming from a great distance. The defence attorney protested, but the judge said he would allow it. "My name is Bridget Watson. I lived in the sanctuary with Bella and some other girls. Lily Doherty, the owner, provided us with a home in return for our labour." "So are you a runaway too?" the defence attorney sneered. Bella gripped the side of her chair. She didn't want Bridget to lose her temper and get into trouble. The judge could throw her in jail for contempt. "No, sir," Bridget replied, but nobody was left in any doubt by the use of her tone. The "sir" wasn't meant to be complimentary. "Your Honour, I moved to the sanctuary of my own free will. Believe me when I say Bella Jones is a young lady of the highest integrity." "Thank you, Mrs. Watson, but the question remains. Why did you run out on your adoptive family, Miss Jones?" the judge asked Bella. His eyes seemed kinder than the defence attorney, almost as if he was willing to listen without judging her first. She had to say something. Megan and Eileen were depending on her. "They didn't treat me right. They beat me, starved me, and when I started getting older, the man, he... She looked helplessly at the judge. "He what, Miss Jones?" the defence attorney demanded an answer. "That's enough," the judge intervened. I think we can all imagine what happened to this unfortunate young lady.